Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, June 27th. And you can see some overcast conditions across outside my window with some light rain now beginning in the Breckenridge area. Pretty good rains overnight across the eastern part of the state and now moving into the southwestern part of the state. And we expect those thunderstorms to be quite numerous this morning and then becoming scattered this afternoon as the clouds somewhat break up, and that'll allow for instability thunderstorms to develop during the afternoon on a scattered basis. And then boy, the heat comes in as we go through Thursday right on through really much of next week. We see nothing but 80s at least all the way through much of next week. And again, tomorrow with increase in humidities well up into the 60s for dew points and temperatures climbing closer to 90 degrees. And then for Friday and Saturday, those will be the two target days for the hottest weather, with highs at least in the low 90s on Friday and low to mid 90s, if not touch warmer on Saturday. And then even Sunday, we could get up in the mid 80s to around 90. Same with Monday, and then the 80s for next week. Again, heat advisories very likely for Friday and Saturday, as not only do we have very hot days coming up, we also have some very, very sticky, warm nights with lows only in the 70s, and dew points could even climb up to around 80 as we get into Saturday. So very humid. We'll have heat indexes around 100 to 105 degrees, so very uncomfortable out there. As far as yesterday, we had the state high of 83 at Traverse City and the state low 38 degrees at Pellston. Here in the Breckenridge area, we had a high of 80 and a low of 51. Normal highs in the low 80s and normal lows in the upper 50s. And you can see yesterday with trucks coming and going here at the Ransom Road facilities, we had lots of breaks in the clouds during the morning and early afternoon hours, and then they eventually gave way to clouds that became thicker and began to lower as we got towards the evening. So again, a very nice day out yesterday, but certainly some very hot and sticky air on the way. As far as this morning, you can see in Brown City, pretty good rains overnight there, around 3/4 of an inch of rain. And over in Marlette, they picked up almost 1.25 inches there. And you can see that rainfall across the area now moving into the southwestern portions of the area, spreading into the central areas. You can see that rain overnight last night across the Thumb area into southwest Ontario. And if we look at temperatures this morning, quite warm out there and humid. Temperatures in the 60s across the area. The warm spot 67 at Blissfield, and Lakeview, the cool spot if you want to call, 63 degrees cool. As far as the satellite view this morning, you can see those areas of showers and thunderstorms continue developing this morning across southwest lower Michigan. And at the beginning of the frame, you can see those thunderstorms that moved through the Thumb area overnight. You can see them develop right here across this area that moved into the northern portions of southwest Ontario. Powerful storms off in Kansas, Oklahoma, spreading eventually into Louisiana and parts of Missouri. And again, we expect more thunderstorms to continue to develop. Our afternoon thunderstorms is going to come in this area where we see a little bit of break in the cloudiness. And that'll allow, again, instability to kick up, and that'll develop a few afternoon scattered thunderstorms. You can see on radar this morning those area showers and thunderstorms across the southwest part of the state. The thunderstorms that went through the Thumb now well off to the east. On the weather map this morning, you can see that low pressure system coming into the Great Lakes area, and more showers and thunderstorms will develop this morning and continue into the afternoon on a scattered basis. And our next low pressure system that'll be pretty much moving to the east shouldn't affect us too much. We're going to get into this area of high pressure system beginning tomorrow, and as that moves off to the east, it's going to allow this to really begin moving north as a warm front quite rapidly. And by later in the day on Friday, that'll be through the area. Very hot and humid conditions will be in place. And again, Saturday, the same thing. We'll have highs into the low to the mid 90s with heat indexes over 100 degrees. As far as precipitation over the next 48 hours, you can see around 1/2 inch to 1 inch across much of the central portions of the state. And again, lesser amounts to the south as they begin to get into that capped atmosphere as the heat moves in. And expect, as far as weather watch this morning, you see all the heat advisories off to our southwest, and they're heading this way here. And the very warm conditions begin to arrive for tomorrow, but really kick in earnest on Friday when we're up around 90 to 94 degrees, and then I think Saturday around 93 to 97 degrees. The heat index is well over 100 degrees. I expect heat advisories for much of the area at that point. As far as the forecast goes, with the showers and thunderstorms, temperatures in the mid-70s to around 80 today, and then we really climb up through the weekend with highs getting up into the 90s, lows only in the 70s as we get through Friday night and Saturday night. And again, 80s for much of next week. Our best chance of thunderstorms will be this morning, and again as we get into Saturday night and Sunday with that front coming through the area. That'll help cool us down a little bit as we get into next week. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.